We're live right now with Billy Shaddox, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to that. Listen to that.
That's the sound of being live.
That's the sound of being live. Thanks you guys for coming out tonight. Thanks you guys for driving up. Thanks for Volume for helping us out to bring in great artists like Billy Shaddox, a singer-songwriter and crafter of cosmic rock.
Yeah.
That's a genre that I want to hear more about.
Hey, we'll get into it.
Okay.
You're going to experience it.
Well, I guess we'll start off with a song and get things going here.
All right.
I see Mally and a few other folks out in the audience. Thanks for checking us out. And this is a song called Hold Your Breath.
That's right.
All right, so I count us in and we all get going.
Let's
okay,
do it.
Here we go.
Something that was blowing with the season. This is how we spend our lives. Name calling noise is permitted. Been so long since Logic paid a visit. Don't think I remember the time. Hold your breath, they said, but I don't think I'll take another minute. To be coming, and I wonder if it's coming anymore. Next big news is gone. Did you miss it? Show up in yesterday's indecision, right there where I stake my claim. I resent this situation. Didn't ask for this, didn't want any aching. Thoughtful that you share your shame. Hold your breath, they said, but I don't think I'll take another minute. To be coming, and I wonder if it's coming anymore.
Yeah, Billy.
Hey,
Cosmic Rock.
Cosmic Rock.
Cosmic Rocker Billy Shaddox. So I just met you, man, not too long ago, honestly.
Yeah.
You've been palling around with our friend Eben Grace over here,
Yep.
who's normally playing guitar, and tonight he's doing a change-up. This guy over here. He's another one of those people that's too talented.
Yeah.
I hate those people. I mean, I like them, but I hate them. You know?
We like him in our bands, that's for sure.
It's a bass.
But both of you guys are total songwriting nerds. I know for a fact. And you guys hang out in the summertime. You play concerts together. You play on each other's stuff. You're always messing around.
Yeah.
So then I don't know. I came in contact with you the last couple of years or so. But you've been in Lions for how long?
I moved to Lions in 2015.
Wow.
So.
Well, then we had COVID and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know. So you.
But I've been here.
Exactly. So you grew up in San Diego.
I grew up in San Diego. Yeah. Moved to Colorado. Left San Diego in 2011. Had a short stay in Salt Lake City, and then landed in Colorado in 2013.
And what? So. I mean, I can hear a lot of the influences, but can you give us some of the influences growing up as a kid? You were a skateboard kid?
I was a skateboard kid, yeah. And I mean, I grew up, like a lot of people, I grew up listening to my parents' music. My dad was like into like the Eagles and Steely Dan and the Doobie Brothers and that kind of stuff. And then I don't know, I think my first real love was the Smiths.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Midnight Oil and then started to discover music like, kind of went back to my roots and got into like Flying Burrito Brothers and Birds and old California rock from the 60s. And I don't know. And then I'm always listening for stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you have a whole bunch of different stuff going on. It's not like you're just in the one genre. You've got,
No.
And your catalog must be friggin' huge. Cause every time I've talked to you like casually around town, you're like, oh yeah, well, yeah, my new album's coming out next week. I'm like, wait, you said that like 3 months ago or 6 months ago or something, And it's like, it just seems like you are always churning songs out left and right.
That's my goal. I'm trying, I got a home studio, so
yeah,
not quite like your studio, but
well,
it's a place for me to record my thoughts, and I try to honor everything that comes through and just give it a chance, and then so albums come.
I think that's a really good lesson for people. Because there's so many people that we have a hard time finishing something, and I think we're so worried about, finishing something and the judgment that comes with that.
Oh, that's a horrible place to put yourself. I try not to do that. I mean,
it's cool to see when you could just be like, nope, that's it, bam, bam. I mean, I don't know how fast you make records, but it's cool. Can you tell us a little bit about our next tune?
The next tune is not a new tune. It's called I Melt, I Howl. And this is one I wrote quite a long time ago, probably almost 10 years ago now. And it was...
it's one of the thousands.
This is 100 songs back or more. It was... I wrote this after I broke my pelvis, actually. And
really?
Yeah.
How did you break your pelvis? Can we ask?
Yeah, please. I was snowboarding. I ran into an aspen tree.
Oh,
and,
where were you?
I was in Park City.
Ouch.
At Canyons Resort, and I did a few ribs too. Anyway, I was laid up for a little while after that, and I was playing this guitar riff, and one of my kids, who was really small at the time, like loved to put their hands on my guitar, and I found that if I made a howling sound, that would buy me a couple seconds. They were kind of more enamored with the howl than with the guitar playing, and so I had to incorporate that into a song, and so I wrote this song kind of on the spot. Just about, I think I needed to cut myself loose physically and feel like I needed to be running like a wolf, and because I couldn't at the moment. I Melt, I Howl. Yeah,
I love it. All right, well, let's give it a shot. This is I Melt, Billy Shaddox. A howling song.
A howling song
A howling song for the kids.
for the children.
I love it. Do the kids like it?
You know, that's a good question, Brian.
Do the kids listen to that song now? Or like, dude,
No, they don't. In fact, I recently heard from one of my kids that they can appreciate the music I make, but they don't really like it that much.
right? Well, you know, I mean,
But they're kids.
Which
you know.
which one? Which one? Let's call them out.
I won't name names. They appreciate me. That part's good.
how many kids do you have?
I have 2 kids.
2 kids.
Yeah.
And you guys are all up on Blue Mountain? Is that
Yeah, we're
right?
up in Springville. It's above Blue Mountain.
Above Blue Mountain.
Yeah.
So you're in that territory that's can be close to fires. You had one up there this year, right?
Yeah, we're in fire world for sure.
Wow.
In fact, I just got a letter in the mail from my homeowner's insurance.
Oh,
that
yeah.
They're dropping me.
Oh,
'Cause
I'm
of fire.
sorry.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Go figure.
Ouch.
So I'm racking my mind for like what claim can I file right now in the next like 2 months that I have coverage from them just to make their world complicated to handle me, you know?
Yeah, wow. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. You know?
I'll come up and take care of something. For
Yeah.
you.
Please just come beat on my house. Anyway.
Ouch.
Hey, let's not get brought down by that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
yeah.
You know?
Insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're here to talk about music.
That's right. Right.
So you grew up in California, you go to Salt Lake, you end up out here. Why did you come out this way? I mean, if you're by the ocean, were you a surfer too, or just a skateboarder?
I was a surfer, yeah.
You were the full-on California
I was a
package.
California kid, man.
Yeah, and so you just got tired of it, like we all get tired of our upbringing, or
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, no. I mean, there's a song about that tonight, actually. But I think I always wanted change. I always wanted to live in the mountains, and but I find myself now missing the coast, missing the ocean, missing California a lot. And my wife and I are trying to reconcile that. How do we, you know?
you need the timeshare.
We need something. We have parents there now, so
Oh,
we can
good.
go stay with them. Which
And you
is
go
great.
back to San Diego then?
We
or-
do. We go back there pretty regularly. So,
Nice.
but yeah, I mean, I came up here for a job. I mean, in the daylight hours of time, I'm a civil engineer. So, I do civil engineering work.
That's
and
crazy.
Yeah,
You said you were working on like the LAX airport or
I was
something?
working on the LAX airport for a little while. Yeah,
Wow. So you just have all kinds of projects come through and
I'm working on a. I mean, again, we don't want to talk about work,
Yeah, we're
right,
not talking
Brian?
about
Come
work.
on.
We're here to play music.
Viewers, if you want to hear about my civil engineering exploits, just send me a message. I'll share my resume with you.
Exactly. Well,
Okay.
let's talk about And We're Gone.
And we're gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get back on track.
Okay, this is a brand new song. God, man, I mean, I could just like, there's so many things I'm writing about here about being in a world of climate change, about being surrounded by ridiculous politicians, about
There's a lot of that.
taking from the land and robbing from indigenous people, living in a world that surrounds you with horrible food, and you know, it's all in there. It's a love letter to the times, and we're gone.
Cool.
And we're gonna rock.
And we're gonna rock.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna get our rock on right now. Not right now. And we're gone. This is Billy Shaddox. Oh, we got some folks down here real quick.
Good.
We got Marty K saying Billy. A bunch of people. Thanks you guys for watching on volume.com, and we're gonna hit it.
Clouds around a limpid sun, power lines, rivers that don't run, technology from another time, drain the well.
Okay, was that under 2 minutes?
Who
was timing?
It should have been. It needed to be.
The whole goal of that song was under 2 minutes. Hey, Ben. Ben from Atlanta's watching.
Hello, Ben.
Volume Ben. Thanks for watching, Ben. Did you check? Did anyone check and see if that was under 2 minutes? Anyway, that was the whole goal.
The whole point's to be under 2 minutes.
So, and you listen to a lot of that music back in the day, right?
I love a good punk rock song. When I was in my Smith phase, the Smiths were all about singles, right? So I'd go to Tower Records to find the latest Smith single or Morrissey single, and I stumbled upon this awesome CD single of TV Party by the Black Flag. And I'd never heard of or listened to the Black Flag before or Henry Rollins, but I just saw this CD single and the picture on the cover, and I was sold. And I bought it, and I brought it home, and that was the beginning of my punk rock love.
Yeah, it shows.
Punk rock love.
Is
There
that
you go.
Can we do a new song? 1, 2. Yeah, it's called Punk Rock.
Punk rock love.
Punk Rock Love. 1, 2, 1.
Saw you at Tower Records. Love the picture. Henry Rollins. Oh, TV Party. Give it to me. Give it to me. Punk rock love. Punk rock love. Saw you there. Love.
Even better, 1 minute.
They're never supposed to start and stop together anyway.
Never.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That was his new song, Punk Rock Love, which will be coming out in March.
As soon as we can
extract
it from this video, we'll release it.
All right, so we're moving on. So you have this real vast, style. You've got the punk stuff. You've got singer-songwriter stuff. I mean, how did you learn all this stuff? Did you just did you teach yourself? Did you have lessons? Did you?
Oh no, I never taught. I taught myself. I'm a self-learned Gemini from the cosmic microtorium
Of cosmic rock.
of cosmic rock. The thing is that there's so many voices in my head, Brian, and I just listen to them all. And so sometimes the little thing that comes over from the other side is a punk rock song. Sometimes it's a ballad, and I'm just I take them all and try to put music to them.
Yeah, well, you do a great job.
Thanks, man.
All this different stuff. Our next song, can you give me just a hint of this? Just play a little guitar of Everybody's Everything. Okay, cool.
This one starts with you and me, Brian.
Yeah, I'll count us in. This is a really poppy one.
Yeah.
Which, it's just again, another about face and, going deeper into your world. So
Get into my world with me tonight, Brian. Take
this is Everybody's Everything by Billy Shaddox.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's not essential when you want it all. Watching you have it and then waste it when you let it go. You shouldn't complain. Along and look into the past is where we try to imagine what you couldn't hold and reached again. And that's just your way. And that's just your way. And that's just your way. With the ones I trust sometimes. Maybe myself is who I wanna trust, and every day is something I change. A thought reflected from the other side, back from a dream I can't remember how I'm healing from, and healing is strange. Healing is strange. Healing is strange. I don't wanna be anybody's anything. Anybody's everything is nothing for me. I don't wanna be anybody's was the catalyst we counted on. We counted on. And you asked to be saved. You asked to be saved. You asked to be saved. I don't wanna be anybody's anything. Everybody's everything. It's nothing for me. I don't wanna be anybody's anything. Everybody's everything. There's nothing to me. 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 There's nothing.
Yes.
That's like radio hit.
Yeah.
You know, that's right in there.
That's what I keep saying.
That's just. As soon as I heard that song, I was like, "Hey, can we?" We weren't even gonna play it, and I was like, "Hey, can we play this song?"
I know, Brian. Thank you for wanting to play that one.
Such a great song, man. I
You're
mean,
right.
they're all great, but you know.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate you like that one, and it's fun to play with y'all. Play that song.
So you move out here. You're doing the thing. You're doing the job. You're making records.
Yeah.
I've been seeing you playing around town now,
Yeah.
and you're quite a favorite in town.
Thanks.
Are you playing outside? Like, you playing in Fort Collins or doing any of that kind of stuff?
No,
or?
not really. I pretty
You
much
should be.
I stick to home.
Oh, so maybe we should segue to the famed venue that you have at your
Oh yeah,
house.
that's a good idea. And that's why I stayed at home, you know?
Yeah.
Because I have a skateboard ramp, a half pipe in my yard, right like 10 yards from my music studio, and I put on concerts in the summertime, and that's the best gig in the world for me because it's right at my house, and it's outside, and it's on my skate ramp, and everyone
and it's
comes.
called the
Rampa Theater.
The Rampa Theater.
The Rampa Theater.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that's genius.
So I could gig in Fort Collins and Denver and stuff, or I could just play on the Rampa Theater all summer.
You've got your own Rampa Theater.
I got my own Rampa Theater, man.
That's amazing. And are there any sound issues up there at the Rampa Theater, or
No, none at all.
you don't get cut off after 10 o'clock? With
I keep
Lenny
it pretty.
Kravitz,
I
or-
keep it pretty close to 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
But I invite all the neighbors,
Yeah.
so no one can complain.
And how often do these shows happen?
I try to do one maybe like once a month in the summertime, so maybe 3 or 4 in the summer.
And how many people can, like, if a whole bunch of people came up, would that be a mess, or would it?
No, it'd be great. Yeah,
Yeah?
hundreds would be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have anything coming up? Any Rampa Theater concert we can plug? I mean, I know
No,
it's a ways off.
not yet.
Okay.
I don't. It's
Well-
gonna happen.
We'll get it together.
Yeah, we'll get it. It'll get out there once it's booked.
While we're here, then let's get all of the Billy Shaddox socials so people can find out what your stuff is.
Yeah, I mean, I have a website, billyshaddox.com,
Yep.
that I update biannually probably.
Buy it. That's fine. That's fine.
And then I'm on Facebook /Billy Shaddox. I'm on Instagram. I don't really do Twitter and TikTok and those things. Yeah, and I'm I have a funny relationship with social media, Brian. I do my best to inform people of what I'm up to and where I'm at and stuff. But I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not a content maker. I'm not posting every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
some people just have to do it for their business.
Right.
And
And
it's kind
I
of a
do it. I try
necessary
to tell
evil.
everyone when I'm playing, when I'm got a new record or a new song or something like that. So
Yeah, one of your folks on here said, "Yeah, agreed. Billy has so many radio hit ready songs. Long live Billy. I love you."
I love you too. Who said that?
Marae Martinez.
Marae, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know if they get a username.
I
so
see.
If you guys want to talk to Billy,
Oh,
or
maybe
ask
it's
us a
Mario
question-
Martinez.
Maybe it's Mario. Yeah.
Yeah. I love him.
If anyone wants to ask a question of Billy, please jump on volume.com/Wreckingroom. And that's we're on Facebook and Volume right now. And if you want to say anything, hop in there. It says we come for the music and we stay for the skating. So Billy's got the Rampa Theater going on for sure. Thanks you guys for the tips. Appreciate it. And Billy's putting on his skateboard shirt right now.
Well, I had to take that sweater off. I got a little warm.
Skateboard ready shirt.
That's right, man. We're in California right now.
And yeah, I mean, he's just got so many songs. It was just really fun to bump into you, and you know, I knew about you through Eben and stuff, but this is great.
Yeah, man, it's awesome to have you over here. Brian, likewise. I mean, this is a small town we live in, so you know.
We live in a small town with a lot of musicians,
Yeah.
a lot of excellent musicians.
It's good to do this together.
So this next song, this might be a little social commentary.
It is. I mean, you know, I don't want to name names, but this song was written about the middle school in our town. Okay. So hopefully that didn't say too much. Mm-hmm. But my kids went to the Lions Middle School, and we just had a really tough experience there. And so I wrote this song. It's called Misinformed Children. You know, from everywhere from just like, you know, not honoring people for being diverse, being genderful, being of color, to like teaching a curriculum that felt so outdated. It was a really hard stay for us at the school. Mm-hmm. And we finally left. And I wrote this song, and it's basically about like how we put a lot of faith in education to raise our kids. And, you know, when they come home singing the praises of Christopher Columbus, it's disheartening, and it makes you think like, well, how do we make change in that area? And it's really hard, you know. Yeah, education is a
political thing.
It's become a very political thing. I mean, it is a political thing, and it's unfortunate. So I wrote this song. It's called "Misinformed Children" because basically you teach kids the wrong stuff as a kid, and they grow up and they live with those myths in their heads. And so you know, we don't want to give the future to misinformed children. That's what my song's about.
Yeah, well, I think it could be applied to a lot of different places as well. So
definitely,
let's give it a shot. This is Misinformed.
Misinformed Children.
It's the time to be something that you won't see. We've been forced to feed on a watered down fallacy.
Yeah, man.
Hey! I'm gonna fix this strap in here. Sounds like your microphone's not working, Brian.
Dead mic. There it is. There it is. We're back. Ooh, that sounds crisp, Evan. Mr. Eben Grace, that's a crispy. Maybe we could use a towel out here. Actually, there's a towel on your music stand. No, we're okay. We're fine. We're fine. So that was super good. Now what is it? It's the cars. Like, give us all these influences.
Oh
Like,
man,
I'm
you know,
hearing-
I don't know if it comes through in the way we played it, but the way I recorded that, it's a Devo song. I mean, you know,
Oh yeah, Devo. Totally.
So influenced. I
Yeah.
was kind of going through this phase where I was exposing my children to Devo. We were driving a lot after school, and I just was like, you got to check out this band, guys. And so put on some Devo. They really dug it. And then lo and behold, I wrote this song. It's very angular, and
Yeah.
you know, I did my best.
I was kind of doing my head sway.
Yeah.
80s dance.
That should be one of your memoir titles.
What's that?
Exposing my children to Devo.
Exposing my children to Devo. It's one of those things that parents need to do, you know? Parents, if you haven't done that yet, it's
Do you have the hats?
no, we don't. We should. I mean, that's a good. My kids already are talking about Halloween, so maybe this is a good Halloween thing.
Maybe it's Devo time.
Devo. We once the three of us dressed up as the Beastie Boys in the Sabotage video,
That's hilarious.
and we pulled it off. It was awesome. So maybe we could do Devo this year. That'd be cool. That would be cool.
That's so cool. You can do all that fun stuff with your kids.
Oh man, I love kids.
And they're open to your music.
They're open to my music. Yeah.
I mean,
They are.
not your music, but you know.
They're open to the music. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. I mean, I think I have a responsibility to expose them to great music, and
I
so
think, yeah.
you know, not close the doors on anything. But so yeah, one of my kids is like hardcore into the Clash right now. The other one is way into Rage Against the Machine. So,
Wow.
and that's exhausting. Rage Against the Machine every day when you pick your kid up from school, they're like, "Can we listen to Rage Against the Machine?" It's like, okay. For about 3 days, it's okay, and then after that, you're like, "I love Rage Against the Machine," but it's like, wow, and I'm trying to explain. I'm like, this is really heavy music. You know, it's not just like put it on in the background while you know, have a cup of tea. It's like really
Yeah.
heavy music.
Yeah.
Heavy in all ways. So
Exactly.
But yeah, they did good music.
So we've got another tune
Oh, yeah, we do.
up for bids. What is this? This is Bread? Is this the rocker? No.
This, you could say that. Yeah,
This is like the slammer, right?
this is the Slammer, Brian.
So I get one shot at this, and I'm gonna follow.
You get one shot at this song.
So tell us about this song.
This song's never been performed before, except for when we were
Ooh.
getting warmed up today.
This is a premiere on volume.com.
Of a song.
Wow.
I'll tell you, like, this is one of the songs where, like, I write this song and I record an album and I place this one on the album and I just think, I hope everyone's okay with this, because it's not like anything I've ever written. It rocks really hard, and this one's dedicated to, you know, I'm going to dedicate this one to Ron DeSantis of Florida.
All right, let's do that.
You know,
Let's do that.
I won't cuss, but hey, this one's for him and all the others.
All right.
It's called Bread.
Let's rock it.
All right, ready? I think I start this one, right?
We don't want your homophobia. We don't want your red dystopia. We don't want your great America. We don't need your fascist agenda. We don't want your homophobia. We
That's straight to the point.
I mean, I didn't sugarcoat that one, that's for sure.
No, man, straight to the point.
You know, yeah.
So you do everything from rockin', angst, telling the truth, to lighter sides.
We're going lighter now.
We're gonna go to a lighter side. A song called California. Is that right?
Yeah, lighter side of Billy, a lighter shade.
I'm breathing after that one. That was.
I know, man. I was. You made it.
I made it. I don't know if my hand made it, but I made it. That was fun. That's really it's just raw, man. It's just
Yeah,
it's a good time.
it's raw. I mean, it's
It's- it's-
raw feelings, raw stuff. You know,
Raw stuff.
raw stuff.
Raw fish, raw rock. While you're putting that on, we're gonna say hello to Daniel over there. Daniel, push on your button. There you go.
I kept using this button as a sustain pedal, so we had to put it on the music stand.
We had to take it away from you. So you live in Boulder, and you said you've been in Boulder for 8 or 10 years or something like that?
Yeah, 11 going on 12, actually.
Where are you from originally?
I grew up in the Northeast, in
Northeast.
Connecticut and Vermont.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so you play with Billy. You play with a whole bunch of people. Are you
Billy's
full on?
actually one of the only guys I play with these
Uh-huh.
days. He's one of the first guys I played with. I think the very first show Billy played in Boulder, I was running sound for him, and the rest
true.
is history.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
So you guys
Yeah.
just met and off to the races.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I love all the parts. It's really fun. So
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for coming up and doing this. And so you do
Yeah.
video as well. You do video stuff as well.
Yeah, my daily life is videographer these days,
Mhm.
more or less, and yeah, I used to work in the music scene exclusively, doing music videos, concert recordings. So that was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Daniel just launched an awesome website. It's
Okay.
coming soon. I'm plugging this for
Plug
you
it.
because you're
Plug
not.
it.
Thanks.
Wait. We need a drum roll. Okay.
What is it called, Daniel?
Okay, so Billy's gonna put me on the spot here, but I recently just launched a website. It's called the Reliance School. It's all about building climate resilience and basically preparing ourselves for all the craziness that's coming. So actually, very very appropriate for the set that we're playing
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Around all that. But yeah, that's been a new focus of mine, and I'm very excited about it. But it's also very fresh. So thanks for pushing
Yeah.
me
So,
on that,
so
Billy.
one more time, let's plug
Definitely.
it. The Rely. go
The
ahead.
Reliance School. Yeah, if you
Reliance
search it on
School.
Google, the first result is a school in India. That's not me.
Okay.
Result number 2 right below that is me, and my face is all over the website, so
Okay.
it's hard to miss.
All right. We'll check it out after the show.
yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
All right. Maybe
Very,
someone
very
can plug
proud
that
of
in the
Daniel
chat.
for his work.
Thanks, Billy.
You got it.
So now we're moving over to California again.
We're going
right?
back to California.
Going back to California. Everyone's got a song called California.
That's right. And I just needed to get that one in my library.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried really hard to not title this song California, and then I just ended up titling it that.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to play it.
I
just
wrote this
need a
one
little-
because
Go ahead.
my mom, my dad are like basically. Well, my dad was born in San Diego, still lives in San Diego. My mom moved there when she was a kid. It's really lovely to be there with them because they have this long history of the place. And my mom used to live in an area called Spring Valley, and she used to ride her horse all over the county. And now it's highways and suburbs and developments and housing, and you can't do that. And it's just amazing. She knows the land in such an intimate, quiet, timely way. And I found myself recently on a trail, on a run up in the hills above where they live, feeling really connected to this land and having this moment of recognition that like my mother as a child carried me in some form and like an egg in her body carried me on this land. And that's the only explanation I could find for this feeling of that felt like it just spanned my lifetime, this connection I felt with the place. And you asked me earlier about living in California, living here.
Yeah.
And I've been grappling with that lately, just like feeling that sense of home in a place that I don't live always.
Sure.
So I wrote this song about that experience, about that feeling of being drawn back and yet being very hesitant and being very aware that place is not the place it once was, even in my childhood.
Sure. Absolutely.
It's called California. Yeah.
Awesome. This is Billy Shaddox
Here
on
we go.
volume.com.
I saw the sunrise from your mountains, a light that bathed me in your sage. You're not quite how I remember, but I forgive your need to change.
all the inland hills and valleys, a place my mother used to roam, and carried me before I understood that this would always be my home. Take me back, California. I don't know just why I run away from everything that made me into the person I've become. How could you grow me and not offer a warning of the consequence when the path away lured me? I knew not to what expense. I dragged my feet across your desert and washed my sorrow in your rain. When the ocean takes my body, the waves will know my song of praise. Take me back, California. I don't know just why I run away from everything that made me into the person I've become. Into the person I've become. Into what I might become.
I call that diversity.
Yeah. Hey, man,
Diversity.
there's many feelings to
Oh.
experience in life, and no one said you can't write a song for all of them, and they don't all have to sound the same. You know.
You've written most of them, it seems. We have a question here
Yeah.
from Dolger12.
Soldier.
Says, I'm wondering what record of Billy's or what record of his he would recommend to a new listener. I'm not an old listener, and Echoic Memories? Was
Echoic
it?
Memories?
Echoic Memories is my current favorite.
Oh, right
but
on.
I'm wondering what you would choose for the next record for him to dive into of yours. This is great. This is great. You got like
that's
the
good.
personal.
That's good. I would tell you to listen to my last album, Unapologetically Billy.
Unapologetically.
Billy.
That's the winner.
That one is probably the most like what we're doing tonight, you know? It's a lot of everything. Trying to get this done.
Do you have a wardrobe malfunction going
Well,
on?
it's like you got the strap to your head.
Got the
and you gotta
there's
get
a
the
lot of straps
You
going
got to
on.
get the cord to your head, and you got to get the guitar strapped to
When are they going to make a strapless guitar? They've made strapless bras.
The
They
strapless
have
guitar.
headsets that are, Bluetooth. Like, when are they going to have a,
Yeah.
a
I think
strapless?
I think they make a stand that I could just set it in right here and play.
Well, they do have that. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the strapless guitar. I really appreciate that question. And my music is, I quit making actual physical albums about 5 albums ago, Brian. because my brother's a record collector, and I was in a record shop with him at some point, and I was just looking at all these records and CDs, and there's just so many of them out there that no one's picking up. They're just sitting on the shelves of record stores and thrift stores and pawn shops and people's garages and stuff. And I just decided I don't want to put more of that shit out there, And so not that my music is shit, but I don't want to put it into the physical form where it just takes up space and takes resources. So my music, the end game to this is that my music is available to stream. And I know I don't make any money that way, but to me it's kind of an ethical thing. I don't want to put more music. I don't want to put more matter out.
I hear you.
So it's available. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. I have a website, billyshaddox.com, and you can download music there. But unfortunately, I won't be able to ship you albums and stuff. I just don't do that anymore.
That's great. That last song we played.
Yeah.
You had a reaction to it already. This song is so beautiful, and quite frankly, the best song I've heard about California.
Oh.
And any home for that matter.
Thank you.
The song evoked tears and bumps.
Rad.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
That means so much to me.
So now we're moving on, right?
We are.
We are moving on
We
from
are.
California to Symptoms.
Symptoms Are Mine is the name of this song.
And do I start? I start this, right?
I think we start this one together. This is a brand new tune from an album I just finished recording.
He's always just finishing a record, this guy.
Right. And we've played a couple of those that came off the new album. The new album is called Furious Joy. And
is it out yet?
No, it's not out yet. It's being
Okay.
mastered right now. It'll probably be out in another month or so.
Okay.
And I thought it was a real, like the last couple songs, Bread and Misinformed Children, they're really rocking. I thought the album was like that. And then Eben and I listened to it a couple weeks ago. And right at the end of the album, Eben says, "This is a really joyful record." And it gave me pause to listen to it again. And so I had to land on a title that captured both the anger and the bite to the record with the beauty of it.
Yep.
And so I came up with that title, Furious Joy.
Furious Joy.
And this song is on it. It's called The Symptoms Are Mine.
Awesome. Let's give it a shot here.
Let's do it.
Hurry and mend it. It's not a day here. Was it the real thing? Could be. We'll see. I think I was there. A real man of passion. Sporadic desire. I'm giving up only what I think you can stand to acquire. Some days, the stranger the times. Could I say I don't know what's coming now? You're making up stories, forgetting your part. You think it's all nothing, but it's the way you're breaking my heart. The kids on the front line, a radical change. It never equipped them for the mistakes we shouldn't make.
The pop mastery.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the cosmic. What is it? Cosmic
Cosmic Microtorium.
Cosmic Microtorium.
Yeah.
Is that the studio?
That's just a state of mind, man.
It's a state of mind.
Yeah.
And like, does that happen like late at night, or do you wake up in the morning and you're like in that state all the time?
I got to give credit where credit is due. My brother developed the Cosmic Microtorium. He's the architect of the space. An alter ego of his by the name of Zor Prime takes over as the kind of the master of ceremonies in the Cosmic Microtorium. And I join in. I assume the role of Carl Ra, and we just sort of jam, sort of a psychedelic, fantastic, role-played, whimsy, fantastical sort of.
This
thing
sounds
with
like
each
a
other.
3D video game.
It's like it's much like a 3D video
like,
game.
do you have do you put on the
No,
meta goggles?
it's like-
this
it's
is
like a-
all real in your head.
It's
right?
basically like a 3D video game crossed with a piece of graph paper. Yeah.
graph paper.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? There's order, and yet there's no balance.
There's order in the chaos.
There's an order in the chaos. Anyway, I just threw that out there, the Cosmic Microtorium, because I don't know why, man. I
Is there a book coming?
Maybe there will be, yeah.
And then the video game afterwards.
And then the video game to follow.
I want to
you know?
play. I mean, because the rest of us could put on our goggles and
Right, and
jump
watch
into the
and listen.
cosmic microtorium.
And we use these voices. We're like, "Welcome to the Cosmic Microtorium. I'm Zol Prime, your guide and your host through this zone, this land, that we both define the space and allow the space to consume." You know, just like that kind of bullshit. Just. You know, it's like you have a brother like I have, and you just kind of find ways to riff with each other. We make music together, and then we do junk like that.
And where does he live?
He lives in Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a radio host. He's got a radio show
really?
on WMPG. Maybe I'll be out there this summer. Maybe host a show and do a little jam on the Cosmic Microtorium.
That sounds cool.
Hey, let's go to a place that is a lot like the Cosmic Microtorium. It's a forest.
It's a forest.
Yeah.
All right. I'm down with that. Just give me my cue when I need it.
Okay, we're gonna do a cover song. This is one of my favorite songs of all time, and like I heard it and I was like, I want to play that song so bad. So here we are. My band has played it quite a few times, but it's a great song. It's by The Cure. It's called "A Forest." It's off their album 17 Seconds. I think that's what it's called. And just imagine Robert Smith lost in the forest, you know?
I'm lost in the forest, all alone. The girl was never there, it's always the same. I'm running towards what's nothing, again and 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 again, again and again and again and again, again and again and again and again and again and again. Again, it's always the same.
Brah, that was some jam rock.
Jamming.
That was a blast. Dude. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting because you write songs that are like, 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Everything is very concise and everything is written for a purpose, every note for a purpose.
Yeah.
And then we get to go on those explorations too. I mean,
Hey.
so do you guys do some of that in the live show? Do you do?
Yeah. We do a lot of that.
And do you do that with your songs or do you keep them
No, we
kinda
do that with
focused?
a lot of my songs.
You
Yeah.
do?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you guys all freak out.
We get freaked out, man. That's cosmic rock right there.
So Cosmic Rock
Yeah.
at the Rampa Theater
At the Rampa Theater.
this summer, 2023.
Get on up to the Rampa Theater this summer.
All right.
Yeah. I would invite everybody. Come to Colorado. Come to the
Come to Colorado.
Come to the Rampa Theater.
Come to the Rampa Theater.
Yeah. You won't regret it.
Yeah, that was hilarious, man.
Well, man, I mean, that's a rad song. The Cure, God bless Robert Smith for writing that one, and I don't think too many folks in Colorado are covering it right now, but we're trying. We're doing our best to put the good word out there.
You're breaking it out. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Woo! It's just fun to play this music. It just has that, It's something I don't do very often. So,
Well,
except
man,
for
you're
this
doing,
afternoon.
you're doing it well. I mean, we can't do this whole night without recognizing
You need a loud mouth and someone who plays the drums,
Recognizing
and
the
you
dude
can
in-
have a show, right?
the dude in the room who made this all happen. Brian McRae.
I want to thank Volume.com because they sponsor this room and they allow me to bring in
Yeah.
people and interview them, tell their story, and play their music. So thanks to Volume.com
Yeah,
for
thank
helping
you,
us out.
Volume.com, for sure.
And we're moving on to another song,
Yeah.
yet another song.
This one is about it's not about Robert Smith, but it's about another one of my favorite singers by the name of Eben Dando, lead singer of a band called the Lemonheads. I love the Lemonheads. I love this guy as a songwriter. Unfortunately, he's kind of a wreck, and I don't think he would bat an eye at me saying that. He's sort of aware of that. And so I went and saw him in December at the Bluebird Theater down in Denver. And like when you go to a Lemonheads concert, you just never know what you're gonna get. You're either gonna get an Eben Dando that's on for the night, and or you could get an Eben Dando that's not on. And that night we got Evan not on, and he played for about 35 minutes, and it was kind of a wreck. And then acknowledged that he put too much cocaine in his cheek right before the show.
Oh my God! Really?
Really.
Wow.
And at this point in the night, he had a handle on it. He's like, "I'm good now. The rest of the show is going to be good. I just took it right before I went on stage, and it was a bad
pinch,
idea."
How big is the pinch? I mean,
I don't know, man. He didn't go that detailed.
Yeah.
But I noticed like when seeing pictures of him on social media and stuff, his mouth was kind of a wreck, and he was like losing teeth, and then that happened, and then right after the tour ended, he went down to Brazil and he saw like a dentist and got his mouth fixed, and it was just all too good to not write a song about. I was like, dude, this is like, I gotta write a song about this guy. He deserves a song.
I think
This is my love song to Eben Dando. Evan, I love you. Keep it up. Don't die on us. Just like, maybe next time you come to Denver, you could be a little bit little bit more sober. Oh, Evan, it's called. Are you ready, Daniel? Okay. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Words don't come the way they used to. Thoughts too scattered to attend. You wrote some songs back in your 20s. Haven't done too much since then. Pick the pieces up tomorrow. You've got a handle on tonight. Until the moment when you've lost it all, we'll be standing by your side. Oh, sweet Evan, don't make us wait so long. Put the cocaine in your cheek. I heard the dentist fixed your smile. Got hard to hide it with your missing teeth. You've been at this for a while. Oh, sweet Evan, I know you proved them wrong. Pick the pieces up tomorrow. You got a handle on tonight. Until the moment when you've lost it all, you'll be standing by your side.
Wow. A memorable night. What venue was that?
The Bluebird
The Bluebird Theater.
Yeah. It was great. I mean, it was like there were a lot of people who were like, hey, the Lemonheads, that old 90s band is coming to town. And the place was packed. And then about 30 minutes in, when it was a train wreck, most people left. But the people that were left were like, the people who were still there were like me. They were like, hey, we know this guy. We know he's just having a rough night. We love him still.
That's cool that you stayed there. You held in there for
You
it.
know? I would appreciate it if I was in that situation. God, I hope I'm not.
How much cocaine
Yeah.
did you put in your cheek tonight, Billy?
I'm drinking echinacea tea over here. A little bit of whiskey earlier.
Too much echinacea tea in your cheek.
Little cheek. Well,
My little cheek. Here we are.
I think we're kind of winding it down here, right?
We are.
Is this our last song?
This is our last song.
So I want to thank you, Billy Shaddox, for gracing us with your songs.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
It's really, really fun to hear and play, and I look forward to coming up to the Rampa Theater this summer
Come up.
and watching a show or two.
Yeah.
And thanks, Daniel, for coming up. My wonderful, great neighbor, Eben Grace.
I know.
Phenomenal songwriter. If you don't know him, check him out, ebengrace.com. He's done a couple of volume streams in the past. He's always writing new music, just like Billy, always creating some of the world's best gear for studios.
Right.
I got to plug his company. His company's called Grace Design,
Yeah.
and they make the best preamps. They make the Felix, the foot pedals, all the bluegrassers, everybody use them for front end. They do all kinds of stuff. They do the monitor controllers. I mean, I have a bunch of their gear. I
What
love
don't
it.
they do? What don't they do?
Yeah,
Honestly.
exactly. And Eben and Michael are great guys, and they live on my street.
Eben lives right across the street from here.
Yeah, so thanks to the Grace boys.
We couldn't find a closer player.
Yeah, well, exactly.
And we have to acknowledge that.
I know there's a lot of things to weigh when you're
When you get
taking on onloading a new bass player.
When you get when you get a
Proximity
live
is
stream
important.
gig and you got to be there at 4:00 in the afternoon, you're like, who do I call? Well, Eben lives right across the street. Let's get Eben.
Yeah.
And we got to also acknowledge that Eben is the other half of a certain acoustic duo that plays around town called the Belebi Brothers, and that's Billy and Ebby.
Awesome.
Belebi Brothers. We don't have an album. We don't have a website. We don't have social media, but we're out there. doing our thing.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun. That's right.
Well, it's fun to have both you
Someday
guys
we're going to
here.
put a lot of something in our cheek and go make a record.
Someday.
Just all at once.
I can't wait for that day. Let's rock and roll our way out of here, Brian.
Okay, and so we have got a song called Telescope.
We have a song called Telescope. I wrote this song after this is an old one, and I wrote this one many years ago when contemplating a move. My first time I was contemplating a move out of San Diego, I went up to Bend, Oregon with my wife, partner Yasmin, and we thought maybe we want to live in Bend. I took one good look at those volcanoes and said, no, the civil engineer in me will not allow me to live so close to a thing that could just explode all over the place. That's the problem with the Pacific Northwest, you know.
I hear you.
It's
Well-
tender. So thanks a lot for having us tonight.
Yeah, man, it was really great.
So fun.
All you guys are great songs.
And thank you
Great
so much to anyone who's watching, everyone who's watching
Yeah,
and commenting and
and
Thank
we
you.
might watch it again at another time.
perhaps later in the cosmic microtorium.
Exactly. All right. So I count us off, and
You
we're
count
all
us
together?
off and let's do it.
All right, here
Telescope.
it comes. This is Billy Shaddox on Volume.com. Telescope.
Maybe a telescope could show us a world of hope we're trying to find. I feel just like you. I'm sick of this routine too, always in a bind. Search out another home, one where we're so set from these dangerous ways. Burn up your paycheck stub and donate your life to love. Just give it away. Over my head I fall. Chances I don't recall taking with you. Watching volcanoes away, they silently calculate explosions with age. Cities, towns with inhabitants, they're having no real defense when it comes to range. Over my head I'll fall. Chances I don't recall taking with you.
Billy Shaddox on the Wreckingroom on Volume.com. Thanks, Billy.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh, wait, we got Eben's jam here. Let us indulge ourselves a little bit. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. The next time for me is, let's see, it's the 19th of March with Scott Coulter, Gabe Mervine, and Tim. I'm spacing Tim's last name. We are playing some organ jam rock.
That sounds fun.
Yes, Tim Wendell. Great jazzy guitar player. Scott Coulter, excellent. He plays with the Gas Pops. Do you know the Gas Pops? Gasoline
I've heard of them.
Pops. Yeah, great B3 player. Gabe Mervine, like top-notch trumpet. It's going to be real fun. So,
Sounds like a good night, Brian.
yeah, so Sunday at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Mountain Time. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks to you. Thanks to Daniel. Thanks to
Yeah, thanks,
Eben
guys. And thanks to Randy Hansen in the booth.
and Jesse.
Christy, who did video. Christy Rose. My wife, Jessie Garland, who helps out with tons and tons, making it happen. And we'll see you guys next time.